Y'all, today is just not my freaking day. Let me tell you the other most obnoxious thing that just happened, and I'm still just like in shock about it. I spoke up for myself, of course got ignored, because what am I gonna do about it at the end of the day? But I'm in line to check out, right? And I'm getting start walking to, there was actually 2 open checkouts. So there's a man who's walking ahead of me. He goes to the first one. I'm about to go to the one that's right in front of him, and I hear this man tell his son, oh, go to an open register. So this tiny little kid speed walks past me and then goes right to the register the self-checkout register I was about to go to. And I'm literally like almost out the register, and this little kid just walks right in front of me and then scans his item. And I'm like, the father basically just encouraged him to do that. And so I was like, oh, like I was about to go there. And then I see the father come up after he watches his son cut me in line. I was like, oh, you just cut. I think I said, oh, you just cut me. And then the father just comes up right after he watches that. And I say to the dad, like, that was rude. And he just ignores me. And then after they check out, he walks away, looks back at me, and I gave him one of the meanest, dirtiest looks I could, because what is wrong with you that you're teaching your kid to cut people in line and then acting as if you didn't do anything? Because I was it's not like I was cutting that person off. He sped walk to cut in front of me as I was going towards the register. And I just am like, I'm so tired of just having to deal with disrespectful crap like that. It really was just like, I don't know what, I don't know. It's just a universal experience that these men just act like women don't exist and they can just cut and bully their way around people. Because I still can't for the life of me figure out why it's continuously happening to me. And this is like the second time I've been cut by a man, basically, in like 2 weeks. I talked about the last frustrating experience, but this one is just like rude people in general. Like, I cannot stand rude people. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, but it's just like, why do people think it's okay to be like just rude? And when it really comes down to it, it's just like people being so selfish and impatient. Like, oh, I saw that you were about to walk towards that register and check out, but my needs are more important than yours, so let me, just cut you in line for the convenience of being checked out maybe 1 minute faster, like a couple of seconds faster. And I really didn't know what to do, because I was just so shocked. And it's like, even when I try to speak up for myself in that type of situation, it's just like, it's like useless and meaningless. I just was ignored, basically. I'm sorry to be crying about something. I'm already on my period. That means I'm already emotional, and stupid little things like that just make me so angry and upset, because it's just like, why are people so rude? And then the fact that it's like a grown man with using his child to cheat and cut people in line makes it that much worse to me. And when I say I don't respect men, I don't respect men like that, because you think you checking out your 2 little items was way more important than whatever I had to check out, right? Your needs come first in your world, and everyone else is just exists. Literally just very frustrating, annoying, irritating. I don't know. And like, what was I supposed to do? I called him out and told him that he was rude and that he cut me, and that still didn't change the situation. So ultimately, I just feel like even when I stand up for myself, it doesn't really make much of a difference. And I don't know, I'm just tired of being around rude people like that. It's the fact too that I know he saw me walking towards it. Like, I don't mean like I had just gotten in line, y'all. I mean I was directly about to get to the register, and this little boy just speed walks past me and scans his item. Like, no common courtesy, no decency at all. And I can maybe ignore the child not knowing the social etiquette like that, but the dad, the grown man who saw it and didn't care because it benefited him, you are that's who I was upset about, that it was encouraged by the adult. The little boy was doing what his dad told him. Oh, go to a register. Maybe he didn't see that I was walking there, but the grown man knows, like, you don't walk past someone to get to a register when you're walking to the self-checkout lane. Just irritating. And yes, I'm crying over it, but not because it just angers me, honestly. So annoying. Okay, guys, so this situation that happened is still like just weighing on me, and I really think it just comes down to, I just feel like a lot of men don't respect women, and I feel like it's just common for a lot of men to just be disrespectful to women, or just not respect women in general at all. Like, it's just normalized. And I think misogyny is wrong, right? Like, it's not okay for someone who thinks less of a person because of their gender or because they're a woman. That's always going to be wrong in my books. Whether you're a feminist, not a feminist, it doesn't matter. I feel like thinking that you're better than someone, or thinking it's okay to mistreat someone because they're a woman, is just wrong. I honestly feel like this situation just makes me think, like, I don't feel like that man who did it would have done it if I was a man. Like, if I was a big, burly, black man, I doubt that man would have been comfortable being like telling his son to cut in front of him, because there's more risk of a threat from another man, right? But a lot of men are okay disrespecting women because they don't see women as a threat. And that is just the unfortunate, sad truth, I feel like, of a lot of the problems that women face, is because some men are okay disrespecting women because they don't see women as a threat. You know, if you do something, like I said, if you do something disrespectful to a woman, if a man is disrespectful to a woman, what actual consequences does that man face? Like, zero, half the time. No one does anything. No one actually cares. And so sometimes it does feel like you just suffer. A lot of women maybe just suffer in silence for that reason. And it's like, why is it so normal for women to be disrespected? Why is that even a normal thing that we see? And I know it's like not even as bad in America as it is in other countries. It's not like women aren't second-class citizens, or are not considered second-class citizens legally, like they are actually in some other countries. It's more of just like a social thing, like a social issue, more than anything, I think. I don't know. And I also think too, there's so many like nuances with it. It's also could be like, oh, because you're not a woman, that if a man doesn't find you attractive, they'll treat you worse. Men treat women that are more attractive a lot better. It also could be because I'm fat. It also could just be like whatever reason a horrible person decides to treat you poorly, it really doesn't matter. It just matters that someone is treating you poorly. And that's the problem regardless. I'm not saying that the way this man treated me would not have been a problem if I was a white man or if I was a black man. It would be a problem regardless, because it was just a rude behavior. It was a rude action. I'm more so just questioning what this person have done, what they did, if I had been a white woman, or if I had been a slim woman, or a woman he deemed more attractive. It's just like the way you treat others shouldn't be based around their appearance. You should just treat everyone with respect. But unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in, unfortunately. And I feel like that's what just makes me actually upset, is like, why are people so comfortable treating other people poorly? Like, there's not a lot of, it's rare to find like kind people. And I feel like it's especially hard for me because I try to be nice to everyone and courteous. I have manners, right? I say excuse me. I was brought up to have manners and to be courteous, and I feel like that's why it's like it's hard for me to understand people who don't have those, like it's just like they only care about themselves basically in every situation. Like, common courtesy and respect is pretty much just, you know, not putting yourself first all the times, or just being considerate of other people. Such like a small situation, but it just, I feel like it still made like a bigger impact on me, just because it's just like I'm so tired of having to be, or getting disrespected by like just random people. It really is just like, I'm tired of being disrespected. And sometimes it feels like people are just okay being disrespectful to me for whatever reason. I don't know I don't know why.